by the internet? My name is Creation, and I hope you guys are having a good weekend, and if you're watching this from the future, greetings from the past. But today, I have a lot of things to talk to you guys about, including my thoughts on Titanfall, and do I think it's going to be a great game, or should you pass? Of course, Titanfall is clearly a love note from EA to Activision, claiming that we love Call of Duty so much. In more simplistic terms, this is the game that is supposed to kill COD, and that it is supposed to take over that fast-paced arcade type style. Now, Call of Duty really has no competitor. You can claim that Halo, Battlefield, and so many other first-person shooters are competitors, but not really. If you look at Battlefield, it is in a whole different class of gaming FPS than Call of Duty, even with Halo. You can clearly tell that they're not really trying to copy COD, except Halo 4, which was really bad. But anyway, they're all unique, all have some type of variety, and they all attract a different fan base. But what is unique about Titanfall is that it attracts a lot of people. It's a mixed variety of games. I can see aspects of COD and Halo and Crysis put into the game to make it very familiar, but yet so different. And it is just something we haven't saw before. Now, something that I do find that is so original, and I'm not sure if this has been done, but the single player and multiplayer are pretty much merged together, and I guess everyone is going to experience this campaign. Not sure if it's going to like work if you lose the match, or if you win the match, or if it doesn't really matter. But everyone is going to experience a campaign multiplayer, which I think is very unique, and I have not saw done before. Of course, there are some aspects of the game that do scare me, such as the artificial intelligence and how smart it will be. Seeing that most of your team is made up of bots, and that it's going to be key for them to go take objectives. But something that I'm really scared about, even more than them not being smart, is just them rushing into a objective, or them just pretty much throwing themselves at the real players, because you know real players are going to camp. Maybe they will add a camping robot into a game. That would be freaking hilarious. Then all Respawn will have to say is that they act like real players. So hopefully there are some good artificial intelligence in the game, and that it just doesn't derp out, and that the real players don't take advantage of the bots. Now, one thing that I really want to address, that this is why Titanfall may be the #1 game this year, and that is because the kill streak that you get is pretty much the same for every person. Now, you do get a choice of 3 different Titans, and of course, most likely we're going to see a rock paper scissors mechanic to which one beats the other one. But I hope that they really balance these Titans and make infantry able to take them out if there's enough of them. I do not want to overpower it hunk of metal just walking down the street crushing everyone, but they are meant to be feared, and I hope they're not too weak. I hope Titanfall is a great game, and I do hope to see more of it. But really, what's going to be my deciding factor is going to be the beta, which comes out on February 14th and will last for about 5 days. This will definitely be the time that I decide whether I'll be buying it or not. And it's a good opportunity for you to decide too. Anyway guys, I would love to hear what got you interested into Titanfall or de-interested into Titanfall. Whatever swayed your way, it's always nice to get everyone else's feedback and opinions. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about Second Assault. Now, we know the Second Assault is coming out on February 18th, and that's really close, but really I'm not so excited as I thought I would be. Now, I've talked to a lot of the Xbox One players, and a lot of them will say the Second Assault isn't what they thought it would be. That they thought it was going to be this cool, awesome expansion, just like Back to Karkan was for Battlefield 3, bringing some of the Battlefield 2 favorites to Battlefield 3, and Second Assault was supposed to bring the Battlefield 3 favorites to Battlefield 4. But what I find is probably DICE picked a set of maps that they were already going to remake before they did the poll. So it really didn't matter which maps we picked, they were already in the works of finishing this DLC. And I'm not too sure how I feel about this. I do like that they brought Operation Metro back, but some of the other maps such as Gulf of Omen and Operation Firestorm kinda should have stayed in Battlefield 3. Now, I do love Gulf of Omen, but it was already remade for Battlefield 3. Why remake it again and again? I just hope this map doesn't really appear too many times. And Operation Firestorm, not so much. I mean, like, I do love this map, but it was only good for the helicopter. Everything else, I couldn't really imagine playing with. I know that people love to run tanks on this map, but the helicopter, you got great cover. There was cover everywhere. It was a bit overpowered on this map, and I feel like it just doesn't fit what Battlefield 3 was. Battlefield 3 was very urban, and I think that we don't have enough of that in Battlefield 4. Also, not many good rush maps like Damavan Peak made it to Battlefield 4. Now, Operation Metro is pretty much the ultimate rush map for me. I love this map to death to play rush, but it would have been good to have some variety of Conquest, Rush, and just the highlights of Battlefield, such as the Aftermath DLC for Battlefield 3, which was probably my favorite. But like I said, DICE is trying to please everyone, and I can understand that. They want everyone to be a bit happy, and they want everyone to have like their map in the game. But of course, I feel like we got pretty outnumbered with the amount of Conquest maps that are going into Second Assault, and there's just one pretty much infantry only map, which I find a bit disappointing. But let me hear you guys' thoughts. Anyway, stay creative, guys.